said, well, do you think you can mow the lawns and put up some Christmas lights? And I said, well, I want to do a little bit more than that. So they've given me a lot of room to roam. And so most everything you see here was within the last 20 years. It's been in the ground 6 years, and it started out little.
That's it.
Pretty much started out little twigs, like 1.5 inch diameter.
Really? They grow that fast?
And they're a pretty good grower, yeah. That's a concolor fir.
What does it feel like?
Concolor fir. It's very soft. Very soft.
There's hardly any bristle to it. This one doesn't get any fruit on. I've never seen any yet.
You're lucky.
That's a good thing. Yeah, that's a good thing. Yeah. Well, if you notice, there's no mulberries here. We pull them out. If the birds bring them in, we're pulling them out.
Make a song.
How long has it been since you've used pesticides in the garden?
Pesticides in the garden, I think probably 15 years, or more than that probably. I get a little guilty every time I think about it even, because it just doesn't feel right. Killing all the beneficial insects that are in there to go along with it. So if there's something that's really struggling, we'll probably just get rid of that plant and put something else in. The group from the extension office wants to come in and do an insect and disease talk at the zoo, and she came in and looking around, and she said, boy, it's going to be a pretty sharp talk. So, there's some things, but you learn to accept. There's different degrees of tolerating insects and diseases, and there can be some problems going on, and then as long as you're willing to accept a little bit, don't go too crazy on the pesticides, because it usually does more harm than good.
What do you hope people get out of their time with the garden part of the zoo?
Ideas people can take home to use. Not many people have room for a big meadow in their backyard. They have to have room for coleus and cannas and things that they can get at the garden center and put a nice presentation at their yard. So our zoo doesn't really lend itself to a lot of big native habitats, really. A couple areas we try to do a little bit of that, but for the most part it's these people coming in the gate, they're paying me. So I'm doing what they kind of expect, and they want pretty, that's what I'll give them. I think it works. They're pretty happy with it.
What does it cost to swim with the alligator?
Yeah. You don't have enough money.